Good day to all of you. My name is Kola from the Trade Community, and today I will be doing the weekly forecast for you guys. In this week's forecast, we will be going over Bitcoin, SHIB, Atom, XLM, and DYDX. So please sit back and relax, and let's start the video. So looking at Bitcoin, looks like they actually weren't able to go above the level that we wanted them to get above of. So I kind of wanted to look at the weekly to see what this might have printed this weekend, because I haven't actually checked it yet. So as you can see, we actually lost the bottom swing right here twice. So there is still a chance, if they can't push it down by midweek, that we might get another move higher, actually to 47 once. So I am still looking for some longs. However, I believe that if you were able to see this distribution above here and you see them failing to get above this level to the left the whole time, you probably could have been able to look for some decent shorts. If after today and tomorrow they haven't broken through yet, I will probably be looking for some longs all the way down here, because I will then believe that they failed to push price down, and then we will attempt into another up move. Now, what will be the most important level if we do come down all the way to 41s and hold that? That will actually be 41s. So if we go to 41s, you want to hold that, then go back up. What you want to do then is actually achieve 43.5s. So if we can then achieve 43.5s, we will be attempting another higher low, or just an attempt to hold the high range. So let me keep these, and let's just draw the new sequence that I want them to do. So if they can get above here, you kind of want them to hold high, and then you want them to bounce up. If they can then bounce up, that's quite good. And then you actually just want to go all the way to 47s. If they can't do that, it's still looking iffy, but that's actually what I'm going to look for as a play. As I said before, shorts should already be in. If they can't break it in a few days, you can probably look for longs, as they will probably be accumulating by that time. As I always like to talk about on stream, you're looking for that curvature. So if they don't, if they do break here, we're still in the same rules as last week. Then we're still looking for 38Ks all the way to 33s, and maybe even 28s, depending what they will do. I'm not interested, as I said before, for you newer viewers out there, I'm not really that interested in looking for limit orders at the high range. I'm mainly looking for lower limit orders. I'm only utilizing this high range as a limit order execution, so I will be trading this on the lower time frame in order to then look for lower time frame plays based on the higher time frame. If we do come back down all the way to 37s, I will be looking for 41s as my target for re-achievements. So yeah, I think that's kind of it for Bitcoin. Not a whole lot has changed. We've only got this small new bullish up move that we might possibly get if they fail to break through 41Ks. So let's see if they will do that or not in the next week. So let's head over to the next pair. For our next pair, we have Shiba Inu, and for Shiba Inu, we were actually looking for them to get above 0.038. But as you see yourself, we really had to get above there. If we couldn't get above there, if we couldn't achieve it, that would result into us coming back down all the way to the origin of the move. After we would come back down to the origin of the move, we would want to re-achieve the midpoint. In this case, it didn't even go little bit below the midpoint. They really just rejected it, restricted it, and because of that reason you could really expect this new low. Now, I kind of remember saying on stream that if we were to break these, we would come down all the way to the lows of this, and that's actually what they did perfectly. Now, as you can see as well, then they finally came to test the midpoint of this other block. So what am I looking for now? If they can't hold this area again, right, maybe they will make a new low. Making a new low in this case would be better, but what you really want them to do on the lower time frames is re-achieve the area that they just rejected. So you want them to get above 0.029s. If they can get above 0.029s, what you want them to do then is doing some kind of fast move to the upside, and then try to re-achieve the previous purple block as well. And then don't really come back down for a big retracement, but you want to keep on holding the high ranges in this one until you have a bigger achievement on this one right here at 38. Then you want to do a bigger retracement and then see if you can get a continuation or if you will reject this one again. So that would be one of the bullish cases. The other one, as I said before, would be actually making a new low. So then I'm looking for a new low at 0.023, and then the important level will become this one that we want to achieve, the area that we're trying to hold right now. If you can get above that, then you're looking for 0.25s, and then the same pattern as here might be possible for a play. Of course, all of this will hardly depend on the Bitcoin, but I am kind of interested in making in SHIB making this new low. I have an alert down there. If they make that new low, I will be looking for some long plays all the way to 0.29, maybe even 0.28, because I always like to front run on SHIB. So that's kind of it for SHIB as well. Let's head over to the next pair. For our next pair, we have Atom, and we actually haven't looked that much at Atom yet on this stream, so let me do a proper analysis. And wow, I actually didn't know that we were making all-time highs on this one. Very beautiful. So you have two options, right? They're already failing to achieve the high range right here, which is no problem. We still have the midpoint that we can probably try to hold there. Of course, a more fair play on the weekly would be trying to hold this bottom side of the weekly continuation play. So what am I looking for here? So you have two options, right? You either hold this midpoint and you play it from this midpoint on into the failure, which would mean all the way from there to here, and you would take your PT there and you would look for shorts around this block right there. If they do reject that, you're expecting the other block. You expect to be stopped out on your longs, and you expect to look for some new longs down on this area. If Bitcoin then holds it, you can look for some kind of sneaky new long in this one, a new long in this one, and you still have your short hedge for that case. Now let's go to the lower time frame and look if we can get some more detail on this one in order to actually see what might be lost here and what might not be lost here. We still haven't gotten any proper swing retest, so yeah, okay. I'm still like, if they really come all the way up at 238.8, I'm actually kind of interested in looking for some shorts. So in this case, I'm actually interested in putting an alert at the sweep. I don't think they already swept it. No, they haven't swept it yet. So if they do sweep this, I might be interested in looking for lower time frame longs already on this in order for me to take the long all the way to 0.38.85. Maybe from there on out, you know, depending how high they go, but they have to go quite high in order to achieve this. But maybe if they can get above there, they can hold this and then they can go up. That would be the bullish case scenario. But yeah, the level that they want to achieve is quite high up. For that reason, I'm actually looking for them to do this, hedge my shorts here if they give it on the lower time frame, because this hedge will not be a limit order for me. It will also be a lower time frame execution. The higher up here might be a little bit of a limit order fill though. So yeah, we will see. So the bearish case scenario, I am still looking for them to retest 38.5s, depending if they go higher or not. I might go a little bit deeper on this pair. And then of course at 34s, I'm more interested in longs as well. And more specifically looking at these lows right here for my long if they hit that. If they don't hit that, and if Bitcoin keeps on going down, I will be very interested in looking at Atom at 30.9 bucks. If they go to 30.9 bucks, that's really level to hold, and you really want to look for some bigger PTs at 35.7s. After 35.7s, you just have to wait and see if it will go up or not, and properly, hopefully by that time you will be hedged. So targets for me are 30.9. If they sweep this right here, which they just did, you see they just swept it, so now you can start looking for some lower time frame execution trades. If by the time this video goes live they are around here, you can still look for lower time frame execution plays. If by the time this video goes live we are around here, you might be interested in looking for some lower time frame shorts, depending how fast they are going near your level and if they're giving you lower time frame shorts. If I'm talking about lower time frame shorts, I'm talking about 15-minute-ish on this one, should be good enough. So that's it for Atom. Let's head over to the next pair. So up next we have XLM Perp. Looking at XLM, it's not looking too great, right? They're rejecting this whole block right here, and because of that reason they were actually almost going for the new low. Now one of the things I'm kind of interested in on XLM, but of course that is a very long-term view, will actually be if they sweep 0.19. If they are able to do that, what I will be looking out for is here they tested the top side of the continuation, so now I'm actually going to look for them to hold the bottom side continuation. Now this 0.15 would only be if we do go down all the way to 30K-ish on Bitcoin in my opinion. So now I'm looking at a very, very higher time frame stage. Now what can happen as well, I will have to go to the lower time frame in order to talk about that with you guys. So what I'm seeing here though is they are attempting to accumulate, but they are failing. And because they are trying to fail, you know, it's kind of a, they can either pump it quite hard if they close it right here. So let's say that they do close it right here and Bitcoin fails to break through the level that I was talking about, that they would, if they failed through, that we would probably go up. They did the great setup, right? Because they did the loss of the move to the high. They are now losing this swing. So what you want them to do is go up, retest, hold the high range right there, hold it and try to just break out. Let me go to the lower time frames to show you guys what you want to look for if they do something like this. Then you really want them to hold the failure zone. The failure zone, in my opinion, would be around here. So if they get above there, you don't really want to lose this anymore, no matter where they go. And then you're looking for the continuation. Because we had such a big accumulation, now it might be failing, but if they can't break this level anymore, then what you're looking for is a very quick move to the upside, because there's a lot of short liquidity down here, and if you can ping pong it, then we will get this very nice big pump. Now, of course, if we really do start failing how I'm expecting them to do so, if we make a new low, that can be actually the ignition of this up move. But let's say that we don't make a new low, or even if we make a new low, you really want to get above the 0.25s. This is the level that we want to bounce off in order for a confirmation to go up. But if we don't, then we'll probably go down. And how low will we go? Probably just lower than the last low we went to right here, 0.22. So that's my view on XLM for the week as well. Let's head over to the next one. For our last pair, we have DYDX perp. Looking at DYDX, it's actually not looking too great, because what I wanted them to achieve is, of course, I wanted them to go and attempt to get above these lows right here. If they couldn't get above that, as you see, they clearly rejected it. What I'm actually expecting is a new low. Now, I'm just expecting a new low below the origin, so I'm looking at 320. I'm hoping for them to not get below that. However, if they go below that, I will be having an alert. So let's say that we do come back down all the way here. This will be the bearish case, by the way, guys. Let's say we do go all the way back down here. You're looking for this rejection into the new low. What you're then looking for is a new high, just a simple achievement into the whole of the level and then into a pump. What we really want to achieve this time, again, will be the same 8.8 level. If you can achieve the 8.8 level, hold high range midpoints, then you're looking for a reversal. Now, why am I saying that this is also the bearish case scenario? Is because there's no real other levels to look at. You would have to do some pulls right here, some PA sequencing, but that I don't want to do on YouTube. That's more something for Twitch. So this can be a bearish, but also a bullish case scenario. However, what I'm also looking for is I'm actually looking for them to hold high range. So this whole range, this whole area for DYDX could become one big higher time frame accumulation. Why? Because what do you have? You have a move to the low, you have your expansion, and now you're looking to see what you have achieved. And what do we most of the time achieve in price action is the previous move. So this whole block, if we don't sweep it, can also become a big accumulation where you create a new move to the low. That one you achieve, you hold it, and you try to get up. What would be my target for my first PT if we hold a high range? My first PT would be around here at 7.11. If we do make a new low, what I would look out for is, did we sweep this low? If we did so, nice, I will be looking for longs. If we then even go lower, and if we then have a breakout, this is where I really want to go big on my longs. So that's kind of actually already what I'm looking for on DYDX. There's not that much to look at other than these two setups in my opinion for now, and that will also be the forecast for this week. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to get free coaching from one of our top traders, please make sure to check out our Trader 10 supporters page on how to get this free coaching. Thank you very much, and see you later.